If you thought the World Economic Forum was just a meeting of business and political leaders, let's introduce you to a Davos regular. With us here is Ravi Shankar, founder of Art of Living, who's actually coming to the World Economic Forum for the 5th time. Is that right?
Correct.
What makes you a Davos regular? What are some of the ideas and thoughts that you bring to a forum like this?
You know what, I have been talking for the last 30 years. This
Right.
year, everybody is talking the same thing, to bring more humanism into business.
Right.
Capitalism cannot survive without humanism. And so I'm glad that people are thinking about, in a globalized society, how justice could be met to every section of society.
And that's what makes your presence as a spiritual leader, as a guru here at a forum like this even more interesting, because here people are discussing that capitalism needs a human touch. Capitalism needs to change. It has to be capitalism with conscience. Take us through some of the sessions that you've been addressing. What are some of the ideas that you're bringing to the table?
There is a faith community that meets here regularly as well.
Right.
In 2001 and after 9/11 in America also, they formed a faith leaders community here.
Right.
And so time to time the faith community leaders, religious, spiritual leaders come together and give advices, give ideas which would help people to come out of this depression. Today, see, 30% of Europe is in depression.
Right.
21% of America is in depression.
Right.
So this large number of people getting into mental turmoil and depression, and what is happening in North Africa is evident, the violence and the restlessness, uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
So the faith community people, spiritual leaders have a big role to play now at this junction.
Yes, indeed, very tough times for everybody, and these are times when there is need for new ideas.
More hope,
More
new
hope,
ideas.
New ideas. We're meeting also in the backdrop of a very strong people's movement that we've seen around the world, whether it's the Arab Spring, it's the Occupy movement that started at Wall Street but then moved just about everywhere. It's come here to Davos as well. And in India, we've seen, of course, a huge movement against corruption. How do you think India is being viewed now in the backdrop of what's happened in the last 1 year?
In one sense, people are happy that India is waking up.
Right.
To its ills. On the other hand, it's sad that our own people are running down our country.
Right.
This is an issue we have, whether it's media or business people or politicians, we have a tendency to run down our own country, our own people. I think if we can shift this, our country can progress, and rather than being part of a problem all the time,
we should be the solution.
Part of the solution.
Right.
It can make a difference. Because the world also is pinning its hope on India and China now. Yeah.
Right. The message that you have for the people here, 2,600 delegates gathered here, it's supposed to be a very elitist gathering, a gathering of the rich and powerful. How do you fit in here, and what's your message to them?
Listen, I fit everywhere. I make myself comfortable at every place I go. I don't feel out of place.
Right. But it's meant to be this elitist gathering. In that sense, people say it's not democratic.
They are elite in one respect. Not everyone is elite in every respect.
Right.
For example, wisdom or popularity, they're all very different scales of, levels of existence, levels of life. So mainly, we need to bring the message that in a gloomy atmosphere around us, we should hold on to the hope and work unitedly for a just and better world.
Shri Ravi Shankar, thanks so much for joining us here.